There are a number of crimes in the city in the past 2 weeks that involved a sole male on a push bike, stealing handbags from particularly the elderly and the vulnerable. We've arrested a male in connection with the crimes. I can't go into too much detail, as I'm sure you appreciate at this time. It's a very fresh lead in the investigation, and we're working on it as we speak. The victims are all being cared for by the police. They're all well. They are obviously very distressed and very anxious as a result of this, as you'd expect from elderly victims, but they're all being supported and supporting the police with this investigation. The oldest victim was 90 and the youngest 70. It can affect them a lot, and it's important for friends and family and the police to support somebody if they know one of the victims, to support them through this. They may on face value look like they're coping with it fine, but just give them that extra time, spend that extra few minutes with them, making sure they're okay. People in Norwich should be reassured that we're actively investigating this. This is our priority, and we're making sure we're trying to make people feel as safe as possible. We've got extra police on the streets. We've recruited officers into the city to make sure we can try and trace the person that's involved in this. And as I say, we have arrested a male in connection with that. I think it's fair to say people need to remain vigilant. People need to remain wary. Keep to well-lit areas, well-populated areas while we progress this investigation. Try not to carry too much cash about with you, and just be extra vigilant when you're on the streets. If you've got something you can put your bag in, then do so. What we're not saying is wrap the bag 3 times round your wrist to hold it. I'd be concerned if the bag was then attempted to be stolen, then you'd get injured, so we don't want that to happen. But just be very extra vigilant. If you can go around in pairs, do so, and keep to well-populated areas. Any witnesses or any information that anybody has, please come forward and tell us. As I said, whilst we have arrested someone in connection with this, the investigation is far from closed. There's a lot to do, so we really do encourage people to come forward and help us.